Hey YouTube, welcome back. So if you remember on our last video, we were looking at that little Chinese flame liquor engine and made a comment about this terrible looking base. So much to my surprise, we didn't have to deforest an entire small nation or village, but we made this nice hardwood out of oak, and we countersunk our screws on the inside here because on the bottom of our engine our bolts come up from the bottom, so they had these holes in here. So we got that done, and I was mentioned about making new flywheels for it. We made new flywheels. This is the original one, and I scratched the anodization off of it, and yeah, they're just aluminum. And we ordered flywheels from PM Research. These are brass or bronze, and they do make a variety of different castings, different sizes, different materials. This one's one out of aluminum with swept spokes, and they make even smaller ones. So this is just a variety of the ones that they do offer. I'm not sponsored or affiliated with PM Research, but if you guys do model work and are looking for a place to get flywheels, good quality castings, I would suggest them. So when we did away with this aluminum one and put these brass or bronze ones on there, I was hoping that it would give us more rotating mass to help carry our engine over. And got this little scale. Get it set up and see what it says. So this is in grams. The factory one weighs 77.2, and then, albeit this in here isn't machined yet, this one weighs 211 grams. So we have really increased our rotating mass. Another thing was, these are the main bearings. It's just a flanged ball bearing, double shielded. It doesn't appear to be a sealed bearing, just a shielded bearing. I changed those out. A friend of mine had mentioned about ceramic bearings, and I'd never used them before, but he said that he noticed a huge difference. So thanks, Tom. We put ceramic bearings in this one, and we'll give it a shot. And our shutter here, I mean, it's completely shot. I have no for sure way of knowing where this hole is supposed to be, but in order to get several attempts at trying that, I bought a cheap set of feeler gauges, and they had multiple brass ones in it. So yeah, we just got one of those and cut it apart, and trial and error. So we did make our new shutter for it. This is the factory wick material that is in that burner that's on here, and we replaced it. This is a tighter weave or mesh, and it's a high quality wick, so we changed that out. We'll get our base brought back over, we'll get our engine set back on it, and then we'll put our burner on there. And I haven't tried to run this yet, guys, so we'll try this out together and see how we've got our timing and how things work out. So give me just a second. We'll get our engine set back on there, get him screwed down, and then we'll get our burner back on here and screw it down. And I'll bring you guys back. Okay, before I show you guys the flame liquor that we were working on, I wanted to let you know that as of right now, we are 10 subscribers away from figuring out who gets this. So our next video should be seeing who gets this, and we'll get that sent out to you. I'm excited to see a post on whoever does receive this engine, on them starting it and running it for the first time. It keeps sitting right over here on the corner of the table, and I'm excited. I want to play with it, but no, I'm saving that for you guys to run. So okay, we'll put him back over here, and I'll show you this little flame liquor engine that we've got done. So I did machine these flywheels off camera. I didn't get any responses as to whether you guys wanted to see the build on this or not. So I went ahead and did it, and you can see down in here those ceramic bearings. Went ahead and painted the cylinder and then polished the brass back off of it. Yeah, that's about it. I think it turned out really nice. I did make new crank extensions, made them out of brass, and center drilled them, and yeah, it rolls over very nicely now. This is our new, it's really hard to show you guys this part. That's our shutter that we've made, and I haven't tried to run this. I don't know if we have our operation of our shutter in time, and I don't know if our hole position is correct or not, but this is that new wick. We'll fill up this burner for the first time, and then just use denatured alcohol. We'll fill it up, put a little bit here on that so it can wick it into it, and then we'll let it sit here and warm up, and we'll roll it over a little bit and see if it'll start, and if it does, how well it runs. So let me get some alcohol dumped in here. We'll start off with 6 milliliters and see where that gets us. End up spilling this all over that paint. And for the paint, I used a ceramic high heat paint, so we'll see how long that lasts on here also. There's 6 milliliters in. We'll add another 4 to make it 10 milliliters and see what we got. It's not running out yet. There it is. Looks like it's about 8 milliliters. Put a little bit on our wick. We'll put our cap back on. And on this side of it over here, this is the burner adjustment. I'm not sure how well it works or if it works. We'll find all this out together. And you can see those ceramic bearings, they roll really nicely. So yeah, I'm excited to start this one up. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see the flame on there. Let me turn this light out. There, I don't know if you guys can see the flame burning right there. I'll get this turned back on so we can watch it. Kind of sounds promising. I have seen other videos about these engines, and they say that they are very prone to needing that cylinder to warm up to operate, and this is just a little bit above room temperature at this point. So we may have to do some timing back here with our valve cam. Not sure. Let's see what we've got now that it's warmed up. Get our fire a little bit closer and see what that does. It almost seems like, I don't know if you can see this here, but we're not quite to top dead center, or bottom dead center, my mistake. We're not quite to bottom dead center, and our valve is closed. I don't think it's gonna go. We might have to get in here and do some monkeying around. I don't really want this to be a fast running model. It almost acts like it wants to, but it's not there. We're very close. I don't know if it's gonna... There's a little bit of heat in that cylinder. If we get our timing adjusted properly. I don't know if it'll be a very powerful model. We probably won't be able to run anything off of it. But if we run it slow, we can see how everything works. I'll be dang, there we go. And like I said, I'm as excited as hopefully you guys are, because this is the first I fired it. Our flywheels run nice and true, and that was done on the little Chinese lathe over there. And if you guys want to see, it's probably not a proper way to machine flywheels, but it's the way I did it. We have, you saw those castings from earlier, we have more of them, and we have other engines that we're going to be working on. So you can leave me a comment if you guys wanted to see, you know, a machining video. I guess the woodworking thing, what I did find on that last one is hickory is very hard, and I'm afraid that my router bit was less than up to the task. Well, I don't know what you guys think, if that little cheap Chinese flame licker was worth the effort or not, but this runs nice and slow now. We can see how everything works. We know that our bearings will take it in the back. We might do some tweaking on that timing. I really do like how slow it runs though. Well, there you go, YouTube. Thanks again for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And you guys are enjoying this kind of a rebuild or a makeover, we might be able to find something else and do it too. So I might tweak on this timing a little bit. So I just gave this timing a little bit of a tweak, and our cylinder's still warm. Our timing was off just a little fuzz. So it does seem to run really well now. Still trying to figure out where the best position for this burner is. A little bit on this is a mountain over here. So. Alright, well, there you go, guys. Video on polishing the Chinese model up, slicking it up, putting some proper flywheels on it. Doing just little things that they could have easily done there at the factory. But yeah, to take a very inexpensive model, make it run well like this, look presentable, and operate well, I think we nailed it on this one. So, all right, thanks again, everybody. I'll see you next time. We'll be giving this away to somebody, I promise. Thanks.